What's up guys, Infernape here. Now the most recent Pokemon games as of making this video is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And I cannot lie, that game was a big pile of bugs. And I'm not talking about the bug type Pokemon. But aside from that, the gameplay was pretty interesting. However, I did find the gym leaders a tiny bit lackluster. So, I decided to remake their gym teams. This is basically a continuation of the series where I redo something about the Pokemon games. I've remade the X and Y gym and teams as well as the Elite Four teams. I've remade all of the gym teams in every game. I've remade the Elite Four in every single game. So now I'm going to remake the gym teams in Scarlet and Violet. And I have to say, this is going to be quite a video because of the fact that I feel like that these gyms need a lot of change. So, that's what I'm doing in this video. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, if you agree with the changes that I made, how you would change the games, what are your thoughts on Scarlet and Violet, and if you have any video suggestions for the future, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Before we start, I feel like I should address that I am not going to do the whole Terra type thing. Let me explain. Basically, you know how in basically all of the gym battles, they Terra typed a Pokemon that doesn't correspond to their typing into a type that does correspond to their typing? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Basically, the Pokemon that they're going to have as their ace will correspond to their specific type. I'm sure many of you will not be a fan of that. But if I'm going to be totally honest, I did not like that. Like, did I find it interesting? Yes. Did I like it? No. So that's why every single team member will correspond to their specific type, and they will terrestrialize, but I'm not a big fan of that, even though, you know, I don't really like terrestrializing at all. So let's get into the first gym leader, the Bug-type specialist, Katie. Katie's team is pretty expected for a first-time gym leader. I'd say it's about the right balance of team as well as power and also evolution, but I personally think that we could do a tiny bit better than that. Like, level cap's good, typing's good, I just feel like it could be a bit better. So that's why I'm going to swap her Teddiursa for a Kricketune. Because of the fact that Kricketune is a early bug-type Pokemon that you can get, and it also evolves pretty early. So I would say that Kricketune would be a better fit. Plus, let's be honest, we've never seen anybody use an Ace Kricketune before. And I would love to see what she could do with a Kricketune. Like, I'm sure you guys would like to see what she can do with a Kricketune, so let's give her a Kricketune. Alright, next up we have the Grass-type specialist, Artisan. Now, it annoys me that he doesn't have, well, a lot of Grass-type Pokemon that are from his original region. And it also annoyed me, well, because of the fact that he used a Sudowoodo. Yes, it terrestrialized into a Grass-type, yes, it looks like a Grass-type, but it's not a Grass-type. That's why I'm going to be revamping his whole team. The only one that's staying the same is that Smolit. Then I'm going to be throwing in a Toedscool, just because of the fact that I wanted to give him more regional grass-type Pokemon. And for his ace, I decided to give him Sunflorum. So that way it corresponds to his gym mission. Because keep in mind that we had to do that stupid-ass gym mission to walk around finding those stupid Sunflora. So it would make sense that his ace would be Sunflora. Plus, like I said, we've never seen an Ace Sunflora before, so I'd like to see what he can do. Alright, next up is the Electric-type specialist, Iono. Now, this is going to be quite interesting because her team definitely needs a bit of a swap around. Like, she had the opportunity to have her Ace be a really good Pokemon from her home region, and they didn't do it. I do like the fact that they managed to make a Pokemon Ace have 0 weaknesses, that being an electric type Miss Magius with the ability Levitate, but I don't like the fact that it isn't corresponding to her region. Plus, she only has 2 regional Pokemon. And also, her team is 4 Pokemon, and I think at this stage, she should still have 3 Pokemon. That's why I'm going to be giving her only 3 Pokemon and make sure that the majority is from her home region. So, her first member is going to be her Wattrel, which is from her original team, because I believe it could be a nice way to cover ground-type weaknesses. Plus, if you think about it, she could always use Volt Switch or U-Turn to get out of there if the situation gets a bit dicey. Next up is a Pokemon that she hasn't used yet, and that is Pormo. I believe Pormo could be a nice addition to her team, plus I feel like she would have one. Like, it's a very cutesy electric-type Pokemon, and she does come across the sort of person that would have a cutesy electric-type Pokemon. So, I say, let's give her a Pormo. And her ace will be her Belly Bolt, because I personally would like to see what she can do with an ace Belly Bolt. Because the Belly Bolt that we fought in the main story didn't hit that hard. So maybe if we terrestrialize it and give her a better moveset, maybe it will actually do a decent battle, you know? Now it's time for the Water-type specialist, Kofu. Now his team is quite unique. I just personally think we need to swap around his team a tiny bit. Like, literally all I'm doing is getting rid of that Crabominable. While it does look like it has the potential of being a water type, it's not a water type. So, that's why I'm going to be swapping it around a bit. And this time, Wugtrio is going to be the ace of the team. He's going to keep his Veluza as well, but I'm also going to be throwing in a Whiscash. It was a toss-up between Whiscash and Gastrodon, but I decided to go with Whiscash because of the fact that he has very, very nice facial hair. Like, he has a very big beard and that weird-ass eyebrow thing. So, I think it's a nice combo because Whiscash is the Whiskers Pokemon, and it has quite the facial hair itself. So I feel like there could be a match made in heaven, because one has a beard, one has a moustache. Maybe they could relate. Maybe they could inspire each other, you know? Alright, now we've got everybody's favourite gym leader from this generation, Larry!
Larry!
Alright, so for his gym team, I'm actually going to be swapping some teams around. Basically, his Staraptor's staying on the team, but it ain't the ace anymore. So, we are also going to be throwing in a brand new Pokemon, that being Oinkologne. Or is it Oinkologne? Oh yeah, Oinkologne, that's it. Oinkologne, I feel like could be interesting, because we haven't seen a gym leader use an early route Pokemon as far as I know. Like, this is basically the early route normal type rodent, even though it's not really a rodent. But, it could be interesting. I would like to see what Larry could do with this Pokemon. I don't know if he would have a male or a female. I guess a male because of the fact that the male one looks quite depressing and angry, and Larry looks like he got, well, bitch slapped across the face. So, I think it'll fit. And his ace is actually going to be his Dunsparce. But I would change the Dunsparce into something else, because that design absolutely sucks. Like, yes, I was excited to hear that Dunsparce was getting an evolution, but its design sucks. Like, look at this thing. It sucks. So, if it were me, I would change the Dunsparce's whole design. Rhyme's up next, and this is probably one of my least favourite gym teams, but hey-ho. I personally think that we should keep the Mimikyu and the Houndstone, chuck out everything else. Houndstone's going to be the new ace of the team, and for her brand new members, I decided to throw in some other Ghost-type Pokemon that are from Generation 9. So first up, we have Annihilate. Now, I know Annihilate already has a spot on somebody else's team, but I personally would like to see her use an Annihilate because of the fact that we don't have any other regional Ghost-type Pokemon So I wanted to give her Annihilate just to fill it out. And for her final member, I decided to give her a Scarlet, because we haven't seen an important trainer use either Armor Rouge or Scarlet. So I say, let's give her one of the two. So that way, she can actually kick some ass. Alright, so now we're going to be going over the Psychic type leader, Tulip. Now, since she's a fashion designer, I feel like... Was she a makeup artist? One of the two. I feel that she'd have quite pretty or beautiful Pokemon. But I couldn't really find many pretty or beautiful Psychic type Pokemon, so had to manage with what I've got. So Espratha or Espathra, I can't remember its name. That's staying on the team, as well as her Farigiraf. But I'm also going to be throwing in a Gothitelle. I feel like this could be interesting because I think she is a makeup artist, so I feel like Gothitelle would be a great Pokemon to test out her makeup on. Because it does look like it's wearing makeup. Like, it kind of looks like it's wearing eyeshadow and lipstick, so I feel like it could be a pretty well-fit Pokemon on her team. As for her ace, I'm actually giving her Armor Rouge. So that way, we have two gym leaders who use the counterpart Pokemon of what Casper Kid, or actually can't remember what it is. But you get my point. This is going to be quite a gym team if you ask me. I feel like they should have done this from the get-go. Plus, at least this way, the majority of her team is from her home generation. And finally, we've got the Ice-type specialist, Grusher. Now, it is difficult to do this team because of the fact that we have very, very limited Ice-type Pokemon. So I tried my best with what I had. And honestly, I couldn't think of anything else better than the team I'm giving now. First off, I actually decided to give this, I can't remember, I don't know if it's a him or a her. I'm very sorry, but Grusher's first Pokemon is actually going to be an Arctobax. Maybe a tiny bit overkill, but I feel like it could actually work because it's very rare and it is interesting because we haven't seen a gym leader use a pseudo-legendary Pokemon for quite a while. So I'd like to see what this person can do with an Arctobax. Alright, so next up we've got Avalugg and Beartic, and her ace will be Satitan. At least this way, half her team will be from her generation and half her team is not from her generation because there aren't enough regional Ice-type Pokemon to give her a full regional team, so I decided to go with this. And I feel like it could work. It definitely seems a lot stronger than her original team. If you want me to go over the Elite Four team, I would highly recommend going and back to my remaking of Elite Four Pokemon team, so that way you can find out what I did with the Elite Four in Scarlet and Violet. And now then guys, hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, how you would change their teams, if you agree with the changes I did, and if you have any video suggestions for the future, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. Also, guys, don't forget, when I hit 400 subs, I will be doing 4 crazy-ass dares that you guys tell me to do. I'll be submitting my applications for the dares on my Instagram, as well as on any of my YouTube videos once I actually hit 400. So, if you want me to do some crazy-ass dares, let me know, because I am looking forward to getting to 400 subs and doing this subscriber goal. It should be very, very interesting. Don't forget, I'm also not backing out on any of the dares. So once I have all the dares compiled, I will be doing a randomizer wheel and then picking each dares. So yeah, get me to 400 subs if you want me to do some crazy ass dares that I'm not allowed to back out on. Did you enjoy the video as much as I did making it? If you did, be sure to give it a massive thumbs up, comment down below, share this video with a friend, and if you're new, subscribe to my channel. It's been Inferno today. Okay, that's all from me, so until the next time, this is Inferno, signing off. Bye!